Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all a quick update on Litecoin. Right now we're at $100.77. We're down 2.18%. Guys, some key areas that we're looking at here, some key resistances, things we're running into. We're going to dive into all this. I'm excited to be here with you on Sunday. We had a well pump go out down in my basement, so we've just been dealing with a bunch of stuff right now. Guys have been down there basically swimming in my basement trying to get it cleaned up, and just been wild. But I figured I'd run up in here between it, for my mental health, and do a little video with you all, guys. I appreciate you being here with me today, and we're just gonna dive into this and get her going. So guys, what I wanted to tell you was last night I basically had a stop loss in. It was at 103.15 or I think it was 103.15 or 103.9, one of those, and it ended up getting triggered. I was in from $86. I wanted to protect my profit. I started to see some overhead resistance right here, guys, where we wicked up to it a few times, and then we also had this cross on the stochastic. So I said, you know what, I'm going to put in a stop loss. If it gets triggered, it gets triggered, and it ended up getting triggered. So right now we're at $100.65, and what I'm looking for is my next potential area to buy in at, guys. And what I'm looking at here, I want to first see if this is defended. And remember, we're on the 4-hour chart here. I want to see if the 20 EMA is defended at around 98.90. We're going to see if we get a bounce off that for a potential area to go long. Then we're going to be looking down if that does not hold at 95.95, and that's this area here, guys. That was strong resistance that now we want to turn into support. So we blasted up through, guys. Even if we break down through or close down through this 20 EMA, we would want to see some type of support here, consolidation here, because those old resistance, we want it to become new support before we potentially make another higher high. And guys, I don't doubt that's going to be coming in, the next days or weeks to come. I do believe that we're in this intermediate term bullish uptrend, and we're going to continue to move, but you want to be able to protect your profits as well, and that's why I put my stop loss in, guys. And now I'm looking at a potential of, okay, where do I want to buy back in next, and you choose your spot. That's the power of putting in those stop losses, guys. If it goes against you, a lot of times if you do get stopped out, then a lot of times the price will actually continue to go in that direction to the downside there, just due to the fact that you got stopped out, and that's the direction that it is now heading. And like we saw, guys, it ended up getting down to around 99.13, and then we got bought up a little bit. So we're just really going to have to see if we start moving sideways here, if we get a close down below this 20, or if we make another strong move right up through here, guys. That's what I'm going to be looking at. So what we're up above is our 20 EMA, we're up above our 50 moving average, up above our 100, and we're up above our 200 there, guys. So that's looking all good on our moving averages. We're just going to have to see where we get that next bounce from. And another thing that I was playing was this 12-hour, and I want to show you this as well, guys. I like a lot of things that converge together. Okay, so what we're looking at is potential, guys, like yet again that 95.95. You can see our 20 EMA here on the one day is around that 95, 94.51. So that definitely could be an area. We've been getting a lot of support off that in terms of this uptrend, guys. This 20 EMA has been very strong for us there. So we're going to have to take a look at that as support. And if that fails, guys, then we'd be looking down to this yellow trend line right here. And you can see we basically went parabolic, guys, on these trends. So we have our major yellow trend line down here, and this is our intermediate term bullish uptrend. Then we have this white trend line where we went more parabolic here. Then we even made another move, and I drew in another trend line, guys, and that's what we're going to be looking for to see if each one of these holds. So if we break down through the yellow, then we'd be looking for this white one as support, and then obviously down low if that continues to happen, right, guys? Okay, so on the 12-hour, another reason I was playing it, do you see how on the 12-hour we got very overextended? Right now we're at 79.88, so we're still in that overbought condition. But last night when I set my stop loss, we were at like 97.99, so that's the reason why I did it, guys. I was playing more so the 12-hour, because what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to accumulate more Litecoin through trading without having to go in my bank account at all. I just want to be able to trade them, and that's what I've been doing, guys, to try to accumulate more Litecoin for this halving. This is the time you want to get as much as you possibly can, because obviously, guys, once the halving takes place, the block reward is not going to be near as much, so you're putting in just as much energy or even more energy to be able to mine these coins, and you're only getting half the results. So it makes Litecoin and these other coins that much more valuable. So it's so important, guys, that you want as many as you can before this halving takes place, and that's why trading can be a nice factor for us. But you can see here, guys, we made this beautiful move up here. We came back down. We had a bullish engulfing candle off this white trend line here. We came back up, guys. We pushed up above. We did have a higher high than here, and then yesterday we kind of like double topped. It looked like on the 12-hour, guys, we had a slight close up above this other high right here. Do you see where we closed there? So that was a close around 103.91, and over here it was around 102.35. So we did get a higher close, and that's what we're going to be looking for, guys. So that is a higher high there. We're going to have to see where we set this higher low in terms of our retracement, and then the next move up, we're going to try to get up over this 107 into that 110 region. But now it's just waiting to see the right time to buy back in. And what I'm doing, I'm looking at the 1 hour chart, guys. I'm looking at the 4 hour chart. I'm looking at the 12 hour and the 1 day, and I'm just consistently going through today, patiently waiting to see my next spot to buy Litecoin. And like I said, anything under that 103.15 or whatever it was is going to be a benefit for me to be able to buy more Litecoin, guys. And that's the way you want to do this. You want to accumulate them through trading, and that's what we're trying to do on this channel. That's what we're looking for. Next thing I wanted to show you as well was Fibonacci. And what we're going to do, we're going to just fib this move, guys. This is the main move that I'm looking at right here, okay? So what we're going to go is from our swing low to our swing high off this move itself. We're not going to be looking back. Okay. So guys, right here you can see we're sitting on the 0.236. So if we do get a bounce off that or a close up above that, that is a very strong move. If you only retrace to the 0.236 after a move like this, guys, that is extremely bullish. The spot I'm looking at is around that 0.382, around $97.30, and then ultimately that 0.5 at $94.90. So I'm probably going to have some buy orders in this area, guys. It's kind of going to be the hot box for me here as long as we're starting to get some type of volume come in. Do you see how volume's starting to fall off? And that's what happens, guys. It gets very low before we either have a break to the upside or a break to the downside. So now we're just patiently waiting for this move. We're going to be looking at that 97.30. We're going to be looking at that 94.90, and then guys, even down to this 0.618 around 92.50 to the downside. And like I said, to the upside, we need to get back up above that 103, and then we need to get up around that 107.80, guys, is what I'm going to be looking at here. Next thing I want to do, we're going to go all the way out to the 1 day, and we're going to be looking at some oscillators. I think it's very important to take a look at these, guys. All right, let's see. Okay, and I also wanted to look at the candles here. Pay close attention to this. So today's close is going to be important, guys. If we close down and this body here engulfs this candle, that could be a bearish engulfing candle, and that could be another sign that we potentially could come down to that 95, 98 and see if we do get a bounce off that. Because right now the bulls tried to push back up there around that 105 or whatever, and we could not get over that old wick that we had there, guys. Then we started to get a little bit of a sell-off there. We did have a bullish cross happen on this candle for the stochastic, and now we're just going to have to wait and see. We're at 46 and 34, so we're more so getting into that neutral territory there where anything could happen. We could make a move up or we could make a move down there, guys, and that's what you'll have sometimes as well, just a slight hesitation before you make another move up. That's also a possibility as well. So that's why we want to look at both sides of the markets, my friends. Always want to look at both sides. Okay, next thing in formulated plan. Next thing we're going to go to is our MACD and see what that's looking like on the 1 day chart. Okay, guys, so on the 1 day chart, it looked like we were about to get a bearish cross, and then we bounced off that. We opened up again, and now we're just more in that neutral territory. Histogram's neutral, just moving sideways right now is what's taking place there. So that's not really telling us a lot, guys. We're going to take a look at our Bollinger Bands, see if those are giving us any information. Bollinger Bands were more so near the top, guys. I'd look back, obviously, around this 20 EMA there, and that middle band as well. That's going to be a spot, as well as that 95, 95 there, because a lot of times we will, and you see here, guys, we got out of the bands, and we traced all the way back to that middle band. So that may be a spot to put some buy orders in right there to see if that's a spot that holds for us. Okay, guys, let me see. Thought I had one more. I want to do the RSI. We're going to get into our relative strength index. Okay. Guys, on the RSI here, we're at 62, so that's more neutral there, we would say. We're not in overbought territory. But what we're looking at is this trend line here, and this is the one I would draw. And you can see how it acted as resistance. So for us to move higher, we're going to have to break out of that. And that's going to have to come on some significant volume. Otherwise, that's just going to be a ceiling, and we can come back down, guys, bounce back up, come back down, and you can just ride this for a while. So that's also something that you want to keep in the back of your mind, that we do need to get back up above that. My friends, that's what we're going to be looking at there. And what you can also see here is it almost looks like, guys, if you do draw a trend line down here, it almost kind of looks like a symmetrical triangle that we're forming, because we are having higher lows here, right there, and we're having lower highs. So now you see, guys, we're just working in this channel. We're either going to have to break out through this or get a bounce off here, and we'll just continue to work our way to the apex until we either fall down through or we make a move up. But guys, what I can tell you is support and resistance and candles and all that is so important. So that's why we're really going to look at these closes today. It's going to be an important close today, guys. And what I wanted to look at next was just this overall move. We're going to fib this overall move that we've been in here. Okay, so we're going to go from our ultimate swing low there to our swing high. And guys, these are the areas that you really want to look at here. First, the 0.236 on the macro scale, and then it'd be down right here to this 0.382. Guys, all the way down to that 50. And these are just areas I'm just showing you in terms of the Fibonacci. If we did have some type of large retracement, we could come all the way down here and see if we find support off that bullish engulfing candle. So that's just more to the downside, guys, what I wanted to bring to you here. So always be patient. Keep an eye on this. We want to see if this is a double top or if we're going to get continuation, or if it's just going to turn into some type of little like bull flag there, or continuation flag. So there's quite a few different things going on for Litecoin now, guys. We've got to be aware, got to pay attention. Like we said, pick our next spot to be able to go long on Litecoin and see what happens. So guys, God bless each and every one of you. Take care. I appreciate you being here with me today.